What is up, YouTube? Bubbles and Ball Cards back with another video. I'm going to make this one real quick, short, and to the point. I have a couple cards I want to share with you guys. I have something over here on this screen that I want to share with you guys. But first, I want to say thank you to everybody that watched the last video and those that commented. I know Ed Weskergriff left a nice comment and went into a bit further context about the topic of watching the games, and said that he actually is kind of the one that started the trend of that statement being said, and gave reasonings why, and it made perfect sense. I could honestly see, especially during the pandemic, he said he was just seeing bad takes on, online forums or sports, talk, and then going to shows and seeing people buying things and stuff. Totally get that. This was not directed towards anybody. Any of the topics wasn't directed towards anybody individually. And to be honest with you, I was surprised nobody called me out about the title and thumbnail and the video not being a rant, because those that have been around know I get pretty, as we'll use the term, passionate when I do a rant. I actually was having fun with the thumbnail and title, because y'all always call me old. So anyway, this is going to play a little bit off of the watching the games thing. I want to share a very special moment with you guys and then talk about it in relation to cards. I also want to give a shout out to Shoebox Legends. I watched one of his videos and it kind of gave me the thought to do this. He shared a base relic that he got in, and I'll show you why that ties together here in a minute. But first off, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to cut this one. Now, this is a video that I recorded at the 2019 wildcard game. I talked about this before. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't kick the video because I'm sharing this, because I actually recorded it. I'm not going to show the full at-bat. You can see the full at-bat was 2 minutes and 48 seconds. I fast-forwarded it up to the point that the play happens. So enjoy this moment. This is by far, like, I would put this up top on sports memories here. Now you can kind of see up here where Soto was like jumping around, hitting his chest and everything. That was obviously the play that cleared the bases. The Nationals made the comeback against the Milwaukee Brewers in the wild card game, which led to the crazy run in the playoffs and the World Series. Being at that game and actually witnessing that moment, seeing the crowd just, you can't tell by the video of how loud, like, when that stadium erupted, you could feel the vibration of everybody. It went crazy. I remember, me and my wife, we were walking down to get back to the metro, and like, I have a picture of it, and the metro station is just packed. I've never been crammed into a metro train so tight in my life, but everybody was just so happy and, getting along and polite and everything else. It was just an awesome time. And then again, getting to experience the whole playoff run and the World Series and how that all played out, then going to the parade and all of that stuff. So what does it have to do with Shoebox Legends and a base card? Well, I actually have the Juan Soto game used base autograph from the wild card game that Topps now made back then. I also happen to have the set that they did for the wild card game, which breaks down several of the moments. You have Trey Turner's home run in the third. You have Strasburg, his first ever relief appearance. He was clutch. I mean, he won World Series MVP. That was debatable. Soto could have won. Howie Kendrick could have won. There was lots of players that were deserving of World Series MVP, but Strasburg, he pitched a hell of a performance throughout the playoffs. Unfortunate, he's not playing anymore, and then you have Zimmerman's cracked bats that came up clutch right before the Soto hit that cleared the bases. And then you have the Soto celebration there. I also have a Finest Moments autograph there with the image out of 25. This one is from Museum Collection. Another one with the image. And then I have the Stadium Club Chrome refractor with that image. So when Shoebox showed that base card, it was like, you know what? Let me share this and let me talk about this for a minute, because last night's or yesterday's video, I kind of discussed how it is possible that sometimes you could collect a player without ever watching them play. I used Jason Robertson as an example. I used some folks collecting vintage that have never actually physically watched, or, there may not even be footage of a player, from the 1800s or early 1900s or whatever, to even watch them. But you can learn about them, and, like Robertson, I was following stats. I wasn't even really big into hockey yet, and it led me into being a Stars fan. So I was sharing how it wasn't necessary to watch the games to become a collector. And in this instance, I wanted to use how watching the games actually can invoke a lot of memories and elevate your collection, because some of my most favorite Nationals cards, some of my most favorite National stuff, period, is from the moments of that whole playoff series, from that wild card game, which, as you see, we were at, and then throughout that run and into the World Series. There were so many moments. There were so many late nights. There were so many stressful moments, just praying that we could make a comeback, because I don't even remember the amount. It was like 5 games, I think, that we were down after the 7th inning in elimination games. Like, it was so much emotion and so much stress through that entire entire playoff run. Those moments, the Nationals aren't near the team that they are today. They weren't a team then that should have really had any chance at winning the World Series. They started that season 19-31. After 50 games, they were 19-31 and continued fighting and made it back to the playoffs. We had Scherzer, who had to be scratched because of his neck and everything. Like, it was so crazy and intense and stressful, but there were so many memories made. That game, I bought my Michael Taylor number 18 jersey from the pro shop, game used off the rack. That's a jersey I've shared with you guys about with my Taylor collection. So many memories there. My wife used to wear a headband every day to work and everything. She's like, I'm going to do it every day, it's working. The story about my license plates, how I had ordered, I had needed to renew my license plates, and they expired on October 31st. And the night that we clinched to go to the World Series, I decided to change what was on my Nationals license plates, and I got WS19 for World Series 2019. And I did that before we had ever even won, just because we had clinched the World Series. So those moments and watching those games, I don't know if I didn't watch them, I could still be a Nationals fan, but if I didn't experience or witness that at that wild card game, I might have watched it on TV and still, been excited. But the memory and the connection of that moment and experiencing it, witnessing it, it's hard to explain. And then having a lot of those moments, having cards that captured that moment, and me being able to then add them and, hunt for them and chase them and add them into the collection, it just puts it on another level. Like, it elevates your excitement, your connection with your collection. So I wanted to give another side of it and not just go and say, hey, screw the games. You don't have to watch them. You can just collect the cards for the cards. They're, whatever. It's just photos and whatever, right? If there is moments captured that you were a part of, essentially, in a weird way, it can make you way more excited, I guess you used to say. So anyway, I don't want to keep rambling. I said I was going to keep this short. I hope you all have a wonderful Friday evening. Appreciate all of you that check out the videos and comment. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy. And until the next video, I'm out.